Okay, so the second test was Satan took Jesus to the highest point of the temple and tempted him to prove that he was the Son of God by throwing himself down. And what did Jesus say? Jesus reminded Satan, "You shall not tempt the Lord your God." So Satan didn't it was the truth. He knows the word of God, so he did use the word of God correctly. However, he misquoted Psalm 91 and used it in the wrong way. Satan was encouraging Jesus to test his father's promise in a wrong way. Because Psalm 91 verses 11 to 12 says, I have it right here. So let me just turn to it right quick. Where is this? All right. It says, "For he shall give his angels charge over you to keep you in all your ways. In their hands they shall bear you up, lest you dash your foot against a stone." Right. So he said the right thing, but he misquoted it and used it in the wrong way. Tried to use God's promise in the wrong way to tempt Jesus. And Jesus reminded him that you shall not tempt the Lord your God. Because let's say Jesus jumped and he landed and hurt himself. Let's say if Jesus jumped and landed and he was unhurt, he could prove he was just truly the son of God. As well as many of the other Jews knew. Malachi's promise and prophecy in Malachi 3 verses 1, it says, it told of a time when the Messiah would suddenly appear in the sky and come to the temple. Now, if Jesus jumped and God protected him, everyone would know that he was the Messiah. But this was not God's plan. You know what I'm saying? That's not God's plan, and that's not how to do it, and so we should not test him. God's plan was that his only son would die on a cross to take care of our sin problem, not the way that Satan was trying to get him to do it. So, and that was not an easy route. The way Satan was trying to do it was an easy route. All right, the next test. Satan led Jesus up on a very high mountain to offer him the kingdoms of the world if Jesus would worship him. Verse 8. Jesus resisted, verse 10, and he said, "You shall worship the Lord your God." Satan's supreme purpose here is revealed. It tells you, right, what Satan's plan was. Satan wanted Jesus to worship him. And that's what he wanted all along, even from before the beginning of time in heaven, when he was the angel of worship. So he used to worship in heaven, and he led a third of his angels,